morning, friends. Today we will be reading a story by Robert Munsch, and it is called 50 Below Zero. In the middle of the night, Jason was asleep. He woke up. He heard a sound. He said, "What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that?" Jason opened the door to the kitchen. And there was his father, who walked in his sleep. He was sleeping on top of the refrigerator. Jason yelled, "Papa, wake up!" His father jumped up, ran around the kitchen 3 times, and went back to bed. Jason said, "This house is going crazy," and he went back to bed. Jason went to sleep. He woke up. He heard a sound. He said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" He opened the door to the kitchen. No one was there. He opened the door to the bathroom. And there was his father, sleeping in the bathtub. Jason yelled, "Papa, wake up!" His father jumped up, ran around the bathroom 3 times, and went back to bed. Jason said, "This house is going crazy." But he was too tired to do anything about it, so he went back to bed. Jason went to sleep. He woke up. He heard a sound. He said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" He opened the door to the kitchen. No one was there. He opened the door to the bathroom. No one was there. He opened the door to the garage. And there was his father sleeping on top of the car. Jason yelled, "Papa, wake up!" His father jumped up, ran around the car 3 times, and went back to bed. Jason said, "This house is going crazy." But he was too tired to do anything about it, so he went back to bed. Jason went to sleep. He woke up. He heard a sound. He said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" He opened the door to the kitchen. No one was there. He opened the door to the bathroom. No one was there. He opened the door to the garage. No one was there. He opened the door to the living room. No one was there. But the front door was open, and his father's footprints went out into the snow, and it was 50 below zero that night. "Yikes," said Jason. "My father's outside in just his pajamas. He will freeze like an ice cube." So Jason put on 3 warm snowsuits, 3 warm parkas, 6 warm mittens, 6 warm socks, and 1 pair of very warm boots, sort of thing called mucklucks. Then he went out of the front door and followed his father's footprints. Jason walked and walked and walked and walked. Finally, he found his father. His father was leaning against a tree. Jason yelled, "Papa, wake up!" His father did not move. Jason yelled the loudest possible voice ever, "Papa, wake up!" His father still did not move. Jason tried to pick up his father, but he was too heavy. Jason ran home and got his sled. He pushed his father onto the sled and pulled him home. When they got to the back porch, Jason grabbed his father's big toe and pulled him up the stairs. Bump, 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 bump. He pulled him across the kitchen floor. Scritch, 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 scritch. Then Jason pulled his father in the tub and turned on the warm water. The tub filled up. Cluck, 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 cluck. Jason's father jumped up and ran around the kitchen, around the bathroom 3 times and went back to bed. Jason said, "This house is going crazy. I am going to do something." So he got a long rope and tied one end to his father's bed and one end to his father's big toe. Jason went to sleep. He woke up. He heard a sound. He said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" He opened the door to the kitchen. And there was his father stuck in the middle of the floor. "Good," said Jason. "That is the end of sleepwalking. Now I can get to sleep." In the middle of the night, Jason's mother was asleep. She woke up. She heard a sound. She said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" She opened the door to the kitchen, and there was Jason on top of the refrigerator and his father sleepwalking in the kitchen. The end. For my literature activity, I decided to choose the age group of kindergarten. So kindergartens would be able to work together and discuss about the book that they just heard. I got an idea to do a little memory activity to test their memory if they were listening to the story, and they would understand and be able to answer the questions that the teacher will ask, such as the following. I would provide a little worksheet that I would project on a projector screen for each child to see, and this way the entire class or have this individual sheet printed and have 2 pairs each where they can work together. And the first question of my literature activity is, how many times did Jason's dad sleepwalk? Was it 3, 5, or 8 times? And they would go back into the story and search how many times he sleptwalk. So, for instance, Jason's dad sleptwalk in the kitchen. He sleptwalk outside. He sleptwalk in the bathroom and to the car. And at the end of the night when Jason's dad was on the kitchen. So right there, that is 5 times. So the answer would be 5. So they would take their highlighter as a group and highlight the answer, which is number 5. The next question I had was, how cold was it outside when Jason's dad sleptwalk? Was it 20 degrees or was it 50 degrees? This will make them think. What is the name of the book? It is called 50 Below Zero. And what was the temperature when Jason's dad sleptwalk outside? The answer would be 50 degrees. So you would take the pen again, or the highlighter, and highlight your answer to show your work. And the answer was 50 degrees. The next question was, did he find his dad in his basement or on top of the fridge? If I remember, at the beginning of the story, Jason found his dad on top of the fridge. Definitely not in the basement. There were other spots, but the fridge was the right answer. So then again, take your marker and cross off fridge. And then you have it. And last question. How many times did Jason go back to sleep? Did he go 3 times or did he go 5 times? Now this question might confuse them a little bit and make them think, because they might go back to the first question. How many times did Jason's dad sleepwalk? The answer was 5. And the answer here has 5 and 3. But Jason only went to sleep 3 times. So they would take their marker and cross out 3. This will help the little kindergartens use their memory and focus on the story. And they can show that they listened and be proud of their work. And that's my activity, which is called 50 Below Zero, and it's just a little memory game. So there we have it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the story by Robert Munsch. It is a great story. I encourage you to check it out and to read it to your little ones because it is super funny, and I'm sure they will love it. For the props I would use when reading the story would be what Jason put on when he went to go search for his dad. So I would grab myself a scarf and wrap it around me, just like Jason did. I would then grab my gloves and put them on like this. I would also grab my hat, just like this, as well as boots to go out in the snow so my feet do not get cold. This also teaches the children visually how to put them on themselves because some of the children may not know how to do it themselves. So you would show them. You put your hands inside your mitt, you stretch it open, and stretch your hands into the little holes, and then go all the way in. Do the same with the other one. You do the same with the hat. You take your hat, you open it, and you put it on your head. Doesn't have to be perfect. For the scarf, take your scarf and you put it around you. You can just do it simple as like this. So they understand it will keep you nice and warm and you won't freeze, especially when it's 50 below zero.